Howdy, boys and girls, and welcome back to Tiny Bunny. Now, still have this creepy little girl off in the corner here. Apparently doesn't want me to investigate that, so I think we've seen everything in this room, really. My best works. Okay, fair enough. Let's open the drawer. One of the drawers was empty. I hid the mitten there. Run for your life achievement. Oh, thank you. This simple action drained the last bit of strength from me. I sat on the bed, and only then I noticed there was someone behind the curtains. My tired hand dropped to the sheets. I thought for a second that was like a gap in the curtains and there was nothing there, so I was going to be like, wait, what? Whether it was due to medication I took or the stress I underwent, the room began to contort as if the wind was blowing the walls out like a pair of sails. The room's corners bent and undulated. The only stable thing in the whole room was the figure between the windowsill and the curtains. Don't zoom in. A flimsy piece of cloth was stuck to my hidden visitor. Just like a savant of sorts. Olya? Who else would be standing there? I stood up and licked my dried up lips. Ah, it made me do it. Yeah, Olya, it's so funny. The silhouette was unmoving. It was enveloped softly by the curtains, as if there was a thick layer of darkness there, not a human being. I reached towards the curtains. But beat my heart, controlled by medication. The wind sang in the field with a chorus of voices. For a second I wanted to return to the bed, just lie down and watch the person behind the curtain, knowing full well they were looking back at me. They're looking without blinking, waiting for me to fall asleep. Plastic rings rustled against the holder when I pulled open the curtains. Gotcha! She is cute, I will admit that. Glad that wasn't a jump scare. I knew it was you from the beginning. A blindingly bright halo lit up above Olya's head with the setting sun as the background. My sister was shining. When she was just a baby, Dad always used to say she was shining with happiness. I always retorted, but Dad, she's not some flashlight. What? But I brought her to the window one day and sunlight poured on her smiling face. Felt like I was holding a child woven from light. I saw everything. Oh, really? What did you hide? She was just like my mom when she was little, before she put on her sad mask of tiredness and switched to her commanding tone of voice. It's nothing, just... Olya ran up to the table, her eyes round, and asked, You stole something and hid it there? Are you a thief? What? Don't be stupid. I didn't steal anything. A clear image came to mind, that mitten hanging from the tree branch. What if I did steal it after all? From the forest, from the tilted figure standing behind the trees? Olya could be selfish and stubborn when she wanted. Then show me. Swear that you won't tell anyone, then I'll show you. Olya wore a plotting smile. I swear on Mom's heart. An oath she heard in one of the movies about the pioneers we've watched. Don't say things like that. Olya nodded and made a gesture with her hand, locking her mouth with an imaginary key. She was filled with curiosity, though, splashing in her giant eyes. I opened the drawer, and Olya leaned in, holding her breath. It looked like there was not just a simple mitten, but some sort of exotic critter. Is this someone's mitten? She said that as if she couldn't understand what she saw. A certain boy lost it, and got lost himself. Now you do understand how dangerous it is for kids to wander in the forest, right? He must be really cold out there. Will they find him? They will. The police are going house to house, showing his photo to everybody. Oh, she actually looks sad about that. Olya traversed the room with care and pressed her tiny palms against the window. Why are they going to houses and not the forest? Are they scared? question caught me off guard. The police aren't scared of anything. Yeah, right, flashed in my clouded mind. Did they really check every nook and cranny where darkness, cold, and whispers of icy branches dwell? If that's the case, how did they miss the mitten? Or did it appear later for me? I changed the topic, as if trying to get Olya as far away as possible from the forest thicket. We may get a reward if I go and find this boy by myself. A lot of stuff, like in Field of Wonders. Gotta find out what that means. Field of Wonders, a Soviet and Russian TV game show, still running to this day, coming out every Friday, can be described as partially adapted version of Wheel of Fortune. I feel like that wasn't a very good description of that. Sounds cool, right? Olya wasn't listening to me. She was piercing the forest with incredibly adult eyes, uncharacteristic for her. What if the owl got him? Nonsense. An owl won't be able to lift a human. But you know that. I was picking my words with utmost care. I forced them out of my overexerted brain. Stay away from the forest. I think it's, how should I put it? It's cursed or something. Just like in a fairy tale? No, not like that. More like in that spooky tape Mom and Dad are hiding from us. What? Olya shivered and stole a glance at the window. I saw you running away. Someone was chasing you? No, it's just, I was hurrying back home so Mom won't be worried. As I looked at my sister, my heart was tearing apart. She was so fragile. It was so easy to stifle her light. A gust of wind and her small fire would be gone. You're lucky. Mom won't even let me go outside. I'm like a princess in the tower. Can't go anywhere. I'll die from boredom here. Now she's acting like a child after all this. You're wrong. No one has ever died of boredom. And you have me and your cartoons, and Mom and Dad will be good to each other soon. That's... You know what I would wish for on my next birthday? I'd wish for Mom and Dad to turn into children so we could go and play together like we used to. A little morbid if you think about it. Yeah, and if you'd make them as small as bugs, we could place them into a little box. Olya giggled and tugged on my sleeve. Oh, she is cute, though. Tony, let's go watch Aladdin. She keeps going from this, like, very adult concept to, like, this little child. But, like, keeping the child grammar the entire time. It's throwing me off, man. Fatigue won over my desire to be with my little sister. I was washed over by some sort of heinous apathy. Well, that makes it sound wrong. I'm too tired. I don't want to. Come on. It's so boring alone, and Mom is always busy. We can pick a cartoon you haven't seen before. I know all of our tapes by heart at this point. Not all of them. You haven't watched Peter Pan. Remember how you fell asleep in the middle of it? And so much happens after that. Let's go, let's go. Maybe a bit later. Should I tell you how it ends? Let's leave that for tomorrow. I won't tell you tomorrow. I know, let's play hide and seek. Oh, you creepy woman, don't you dare. You're gonna hide behind a curtain again. Give me a heart attack. No, Olya. Then draw me a dino. Olya, please. Give in, dude. This is actually getting heartbreaking. Draw it, draw it. Will you leave me alone already? Oh, the music. I didn't realize there were gloves on the radiator. I remember when we used to do that. Come in from the snow out in the forest and throw our stuff on the radiator just to... Or I think we had more like a stove. Just to heat it up. Like an actual old iron furnace. It's the creepiest thing ever. We found a squirrel in it once. My parents acted like they were about to die. Just trying to get it out of the house. Anyway. I blurted it out without thinking. And then I was immediately taken aback. I'd never screamed at my little sister like that. Olya stared at me in shock. Her lips started trembling, a precursor to tears. Oh, I hate when people cry. My chest was seething with disgust and embarrassment. What's happening to me? I hurried to prevent Olya from crying. All right, you win. Let's go watch cartoons for a bit. I don't wanna. I came up to her, put my hand on her soft head. Let's go. Let's go watch Peter Pan. Ooh, you'll fall asleep again. I smiled and lifted her chin. Her eyes were wet and felt bottomless. I promise I won't. And I'll draw you a full triceratops later. Okay, were those crocodile tears? I swear to God, woman. Hooray! Triceratops. Well, close enough. Olya rubbed her eyes with the sleeve of her pajamas. A shining smile returned to her face. I'll go ask Mom for condensed milk and a bread, and you rewind the tape. The bread is fresh, just how you like it. Oh, she's even trying to be nice to him, too. All right, just be careful not to spill the milk, or you'll be yelled at again. Want to bet I won't spill it? Tape is somewhere in the nightstand. Look for it. Oh, I think I should go look for it now, don't I? If the owl's there, I swear to God. I'm sitting here, like, rubbing my knee, because I know, like, something's going to happen, but this is so sweet. And it's giving me anxiety, and I'm trying not to jump my legs. Olya disappeared into the doorway, and I dragged my feet into the neighboring room. Oh, I thought that was a heartbeat for a second. That freaked me out. What can I look at in here? Piggy bank. A piggy bank. Olya is saving money for a real puppy because Dad said taking care of him will take a lot of money. Fair enough. Olya has countless toys. Why did that sound like a cow? An old teddy bear is the main attraction here. Olya doesn't sleep without it. And she digs her nose into its fur when she sleeps. Oh. The scary window where Olya sees that accursed owl every night, lurking in the dark. Olya keeps curtains open during the day, but as soon as the twilight comes, she shuts them tight, so she wouldn't see the pair of hungry eyes outside. Fair enough. What else can we look at? Is that... Oh, yeah, that's actually Chippendale. I didn't know they had that in Russia. Okay. What's that box? I'm almost fully looking at the camera because like it's at the top left here. I don't know if you can see the piggy bank. It's like under my picture, but it's just sitting on top of their shelf here. What is this down here? Like, I would say it's a stuffed animal, but what the heck is that? And it looks like a sewing machine next to it, so probably fixes her own toys. A Slinky! That's the ball from Toy Story. That is definitely the ball from Toy Story. Oh, next to the piggy bank up on the shelf up here is the Game of Life. So this actually has like real world toys in it and stuff. It's like Chip and Dale, the ball from Toy Story, the board game Life. This is neat. I like this. Usually you see like off-brand stuff. Oh, we had a VHS thing just like that. Is that Orion? Yeah, I think that is. Anyway, the old photon TV is gathering dust in the corner. All that was left was clicking the button on the front panel. The tube warmed up and familiar white noise started dancing on the black screen. Ah, don't fill the screen with it. I almost reached out to turn on the VCR when the noise calmed down and a blurry image appeared for a moment. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, you can't. There's nothing to understand there. It was a dark taiga forest, just like the one outside my window. The picture split the screen in half. Something creepy resembling human speech was coming out of the speaker. Just a few moments later, the scenery was again overshadowed by noise. Did it catch some rogue signal? Local TV station only really showed Soviet cartoons. Even that was pretty rare. And only just recently I used to always watch Robotech before school. It was so awesome. Maybe I should tinker with the antenna? What if I catch this channel again? On the other hand, Olya had asked me to find the tape. It wouldn't be nice to disappoint her. But in my sleepy state, I didn't have the strength to do all that. Oh, you're gonna fall asleep again and make her sad. Don't make her sad, she's adorable. Oh, I guess we're gonna search this. I keep forgetting I should have my hand on the mouse, because what does I have to make decisions or something? People. See, I kind of wish I could read Russian just so I understand what half of this stuff. I'm pretty sure that's the brand. Yeah, just a bunch of VHSs. I sifted through the shelves full of dolls and blue hippos from Kinder Surprise. Oh yeah, when these come with like little toys. I found the tape I needed thanks to its shabby spine. I got the black rectangle from its box. Neverland, Peter Pan. The tape inside it rustled while rewinding to the beginning. This rustle was lulling me to sleep. You're gonna fall asleep again! Drowsiness attacked me while I was squatting before the TV. Images whirled in my head. Me and Olya flying above the forest, tumbling in the soft clouds. I can't speak half the time. My little sister's laughing, but her smile becomes more and more forced with every passing second. I noticed the clouds underneath us part, bearing the bristly pine tops. Oh no. Swampy darkness slurped among the trees. The wings are no longer able to hold us and Olya. You haven't started without me, have you? I forgot she was going to get food. I was like, what the heck's silverware rustling for? My sister brought the tray with unevenly cut bread and a whole can of condensed milk. I rubbed my eyes. No, come sit. Mom and Dad are arguing again. They're going through rough times. Rough times are lame. Assuming that's supposed to be on the screen, Wendy was hiding Peter Pan's shadow into the dresser. Olya was entertained by the cartoonish dog Nana. Oh, I love that dog. Tinkerbell! Oh, that crocodile was my favorite. It's like the actual cartoon, though. That's awesome. Maybe Mom and Dad will buy us a dog, too. Yeah, right. I'll have my own dog in the Neverland, and a cat, and a parrot. Olya smeared a slice of bread with a thick layer of condensed milk and handed it to me. Have you lost all your baby teeth? Obviously. Olya frowned, deep in thought. Peter Pan has baby teeth. What if they won't let you go to his land with adult teeth? We'll think of something. Well, ask Dad to alter your age in the passport. It's not how that works, Olya. And why would Dad forge documents? Olya took a bite from the sandwich and started talking with her mouth full. Who will? I heard Mom say he did that before. You'll grow ears as big as Dumbo's. Olya got worried and touched her ears. I smiled to myself. My little sister was silent now. She just devoured bread, watching the cartoon of Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, and James Hook. Never seen someone use his first name. As if she got sucked into the fairy tale Neverland. To be honest, it was just getting darker, okay. I also imagined myself there in a land where one never ages, where no one argues over little things, where no one listens to fights and the sound of broken plates at night. It felt like I was dreaming, with my eyes still open. Then my sister's scream pulled me back to reality. Tony, shut the curtains fast. Do I have to actually do it? Why? No one's watching you. It's dark, and when it's dark, the owl comes. I'm scared. I got out of bed, fighting my drowsiness, and closed the curtains. They're already closed. What? I did my best not to look outside toward the treetops. I wanted to. I'm not gonna lie. I immediately was like locked on the curtain, like, where's these eyes? Toward the taiga forest, which seemingly drew closer and closer. Oh, that's actually light from the TV, like, depending on the scene, that changes. Of course, it was just a visual effect from shadows of branches scraping the snow. Sounds like you don't believe that at all. Tony, Mom thinks I made the owl up. And Dad, too, thinks I'm a liar since I'm small. But the owl exists. Honestly it does. You do believe me, right? That it comes every night and I swiftly grabbed Olya's hand and looked her in the eyes. I was trying to transfer at least some of my courage and determination. But did I really have those qualities? Yes, I believe you, all right? Just don't nag our parents about it anymore. They're already dealing with a lot, so they'll just get mad at you. Come and tell me if anything happens. And don't look out the window. But it wants me to look. Why would that be a reason for you to do it? Doesn't matter. Act like it doesn't exist and never existed. Like it's made up, just like Mom and Dad said. I'll get tired of waiting. It'll get tired of waiting and fly away. She doesn't look like she believes that at all. It was madness, but after everything that's happened recently, I was more and more inclined to believe Olya's owls existed. ... Olya. We followed Peter Pan's adventure as if nothing had happened, as if the forest didn't kidnap kids, as if our parents weren't tearing each other apart bit by bit. Captain Hook was running away from a crocodile, and Captain Pan was headed to London on a gilded sailboat. By some miracle, I lasted longer than my little sister. Olya's eyelids had dropped. She started snorting lightly, resting her chin on the side of the bed. I stood up and left Olya's room. I was looking out the window, studying the field, when Mom peeked into my room. Enough playing around. It's your first day at school tomorrow. Go to bed and you should sleep properly. You don't want to be teased for being sleepy, right? I got teased for being sleepy. I slept during class and nobody teased me. Adults think everything is so simple. As if sound sleep would ensure my classmates would like me. I covered myself with a blanket up to my neck and listened to the house humming to something invisible rustling in the corners. I hear that. My inner voice had a question for me. Do I want to hear that mysterious flute again? No, why would... No! No! Maybe it's just a part of growing up, and I can't fully understand my own desires. The forest wailed behind the barrier that was my walls. The forest wailed behind the barrier that was my walls. Some ethereal entity wandered the fields. Branches shook as if calling for me. The wind howled on in the night. My thoughts were like annoying flies that entered my head before becoming weak and tangled. I didn't notice how I fell into slumber. True detective. What? Thank you for completing episode 1 of Tiny Bunny. Did you enjoy it? Do you want to know what happens next? Are you kidding me? This is episode 1. I'm very disappointed, but also, I really want to know what it's like. I just realized there's an owl in the background. Why did it take me so long to realize that's an owl back there? Okay. Hold on, I gotta actually see if, like, they're currently working on it or what. Because I want to know what happens more. This game is doing great with its ambiance. It's just not... After that one scare, it hasn't even tried, really. It's just been tense. Yeah, I can't find anything about, like, when an episode 2 is coming out, so I don't know if that's all they have planned for now, or if they're seeing how well it does, or what, but I really hope they do, and if they do, I'm considering actually paying money for this game. I'm loving what this experience is so far, just especially because I just kind of get to sit here and reading it. Because I used to always love reading back in high school. That's all I'd do during class. I'd either read books or I'd sleep. I wasn't the best student, if you didn't realize. But, yeah, it's also a lot of stuff I can relate to, being with, like, the cabin in the woods. And I was always the younger sibling, so I guess I more relate to Olya than Anton. But no, it's really adorable, too. You wouldn't expect a horror game to be this cute, but, like, even Anton's reactions and stuff are just kind of like, oh, he's a kid. It's adorable. But yeah, no, really support this game as much as possible, because if that helps an episode 2 come out quicker or at all, I really want to see it. So thank you to the developers of this game. I hope they keep working on it. But outside of that, thank you all so much for watching. This has been the Ginger Ninja. Please subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. I will definitely make an episode whenever episode 2 comes out, just so that you know when that happens. Make sure you hit the bell icon. It's all free, so might as well, right? And also like this video so the developers know that people are enjoying this great series. And also, finally, leave a comment. Anything you want to see after this, or when you realize when episode 2 comes out if I don't hear it. So, thank you again so much for watching. I will see you all in the next video I record. Alright? Peace.